So, from a best Homer Simpson impression, donuts. I've got donut shop. Cue the music. So first up is the Lambert Pack. This is by Agri Design Modding, Natheo and Niku55. 34.48 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these two under trailers, then this one under bale transport. Now, the first one itself, the Lambert 8024. So it starts off with 25,500 litre capacity, 41 grand to buy. But then you can change a few things. You've got your configuration up the top. So you can go from 25.5 to 35,200. Then go for 43,100 and then back to the original version. And then got your wheel brands, you've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then Trelleborg again. We got your usual shenanigans on the go in there. Box, so you can have a box on the side, at the front just there. You then got your fenders, so you can have it without or with fenders. Then got your without wheel locking indicators. This is on the old wheel nuts, wheel bolts, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be putting those little indicators on there as well, which is all right. You then got your colour, which is going to be red, black, blue, grey. I quite like that one, actually. Green, yellow, and then blue 2, and then back to your red. I'm going to go with a grey. The grey looks the best. That's looking all right indeed. Then you got the colour again. So you've got grey or black, which is going to be extension on top. So, well, really then, if we go for black all round, oh, it's looking all right, that is. And then that's your options on that one. Now, if you're going to go for the 24, so a little bit smaller on the capacity, 23,600 to start with. You then got your configurations for monoblock door. You can have a double door, and then back to your monoblock. You then got your Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and then Trelleborg tyres, and back to Michelin again. They've got some different versions on the go there. Then you got your fenders, yes or no. Your lock indicators on your wheels, yes or no. And then you've got your colour options as before. And the capacity is down the bottom on this one. So 23,600. Then go for 31,500. And then 39,400. Then back to the original. So it's slightly smaller, but obviously it's got 2 axles rather than the 3. And then to finish this pack off, we've got this. The old Lambert 10M, 30 bales, and yes, it does come with auto load, because why not? Going to do 125 to 180 centimetre round bales and 180 to 240 centimetre square bales. So it's going to cost you 19,450 to buy. Then you've got your Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Vredestein, Continental, then back to Trelleborg on the tyres. Auto load, yes or no? I say yes or no. Why is it ever a no? It's always a yes, but okay, fair enough. Folding mechanisms, you can have the extensions or not. And then you've got your main colour, which is going to be any one of those. Now, the trailers are trailers, fair enough. The auto load, on the other hand, here we go. Right, so we have got RB and right stick left and right. It's actually going to fold the end bits in. Right, no problem. And then we're going to come to do the old auto load, LB and X. There we are, it's going to load them straight in. Job's a good one. LB and right stick left and right. You can actually move them around, even during the loading shenanigans. So normally this is like what you do when you unload the bales. But okay, we're then going to do LB and X, put it into the transport position, and away we go. And obviously swivel axle on the front to just drive forward. It's a lot easier. Fair enough. And when you get to where you want to sail your bales, you go LB and Y, unload the bales, then you LB and right stick left and right. It's obviously going to move it left and right, and then LB and right stick up and down is going to be up and down. And then when you put them where you want to, well, when they are where you want to put them, LB and Y again, drops them down, then LB and Y again, reset, and you're back to pick up another load. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is Renovated House. This is by Gamer HZS FSH, 16.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him, as you can imagine, well, you find it, under farmhouses. 55 grand to place down, and yes, we can go inside. It's not just for decorative purposes. Right, so come up to the front door like that, open it up with B if you're on Xbox like me, and then inside, this is looking alright. A little bit of a seating area, you can have a cup of tea with the wife. She can tell you all about what's been going on with the kids all day. And over here, we've got a little bit of a seating area by the TV, which is all right indeed. Then come around here, nice little kitchen area, dining room table to have your dinner at. Fair enough. Then through here is your bedroom. So you've got your sleep trigger by the mat by the end of the bed. Wardrobe trigger is by the chest of drawers. And then you've got your own TV in bed as well. Obviously, chilling out on bed like that. Just watching, I don't know, Walking Dead, something like that. Great program. Then we come around here and we got our bathroom. So in here we sat having a poo while the missus is in the bath because she always enjoys that. Oh dear. And we come around here like that as well. We've got this door that opens onto the patio. Out we go. Little bit of a seating area. Come out here, have a nice cheeky little drink in the evening time, especially if the sun's out. That is all right indeed. That being said, do these doors open? No, they don't. They're just windows for decorative purposes. Can't even get to that one. There we are. Just for decorative purposes. So your patio door down the end is going to be your other opening. But that being said, that is all right indeed. Right, next up is Pig Barn. This is by Fracasses Modding, 16.2 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under pigs. Now, it's going to cost you 164 grand to place down, and it's going to hold 200 pigs as standard, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Now, you do have the option to expand the fencing and obviously put the... Right, it says meadow. It's a mud pit for pigs, let's face it. So you do have the option to expand it. Now, 200, it said, as standard. I placed it down as it is. And I've got 347. I didn't expand the fencing at all. So you are getting, 147 extra capacity just by placing it down. All right. Can't say fairer than that. Then you've got your slurry taking out point just there. We'll open up this door. No, we will open up this door. There we are. That's better. So you could potentially come down and back a trailer in. You want to do that sort of thing? All right, mate. How's it going? Just chilling there, sat by the gate. I nearly knocked you out, I must admit, opening that gate. Should we carry on? All right, fair enough. We'll carry on. We'll close that gate up so my bacon sandwiches don't run down the road. But then we have got this door that opens up as well. And in here is going to be your loading in point for your straw and your feed. All at the same point, which is all right indeed. We'll come out of this end. So we've got a nice little drive-through on the go. And on the last little bit round the back, got a little bit of a... I'm going to say workshop. I mean, it's not a workshop. You have to come and handball some stuff in, mind you. But you could store some liftable pallets of pig food in there if you wanted to. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Dairy Cow Stall. This is by Fracasses Modding, 15.48 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under cows. Now, it's going to cost you 250 grand to place down. And it's saying, like the previous one, 218 cows. Well, I say like the previous one. And, yeah, that's not what we got, because out the back you can expand the fencing and put the meadow down if you like. But what we do actually have is 200, was it 216, 218, 236. That's what I got going in here. Just placed it down as standard. All right, fair enough. Now, we'll start from this end on the outside. Got a little bit of a storage area. You could put some bales under there, that sort of thing. We then got a slurry tank. That stinks. Oh dear, that stinks. A giant tank of slurry, but all right, fair enough. Now, actually, we've got we can get up even closer to the stinky stuff. There's no gate. I could fall in. Yeah, we're back away quick. Now, I thought this was going to be a manure heap. Now, this does produce its own manure, but it doesn't come there. But we'll see that in a minute. Now, we're going to come back around, because by the first big door, we have got our animal dialogue box just here. So, as I said, 216, we've got 236 in, jobs are good. Now, you have got this door that opens up like that. There we are. And in here is going to be your loading in point for your feed and your straw. Drive-through option down the end, no problem. If we come back out of there, now we're going to have to shut this door, because it's one of those concertina doors. We'll go to this one, if not that door like that. There we are, because in here is where your manure is going to be. You have to come and muck them out. Oh, I'm quite impressed. The cows can get the manure in one nice line like that. That's definitely some choreographed pooing. Oh dear, oh dear. We'll carry on. We'll close that door. And then we got this point here. Now, you got your milk taking out point just there, which is all right. But here, you've got a loading in point because you've actually got a production chain inside the cow barn, which is all right indeed. So you come in here. Here's your production chain menu. You're going to be doing your buffalo mozzarella, your buffalo milk into butter, standard butter, and then standard cheese. So obviously, that's going to be your loading in point for your milk. So if you're taking it out of there, putting it in there, you haven't got far to go, which is not bad at all. It's not going to put it in automatically, so you will need to do the old maneuverage, but it's not that far. And then obviously in here, it's going to be your pallet spawn point. So I've got a load of butter on the go. If you've got the liftable pallet mod on, you're golden. That being said, I like that. That's a nice shed. I mean, you do a little bit of dairy shenanigans as well. Muck your cows out. It's got a giant tank of liquid stinky stuff. That is all right indeed. Now, last mod for the day is Town Productions. This is by Let's Be Having Moo. 136.11 megabyte on the download. And there is a lot to this pack. I will say that. Now, there is quite a lot of new recipes. So, if you're getting the menu option when you come to it and you can't quite click on your factories, yes, because this adds new stuff into the game. So if you've got a load of extra products that can be made, that's probably what's going to cause the issue. I think we had the similar sort of thing with another Let's Be Having Moo. It's not a problem with the mod. There's just so much going on. If you've got a lot of other stuff going on, yeah, that could be the issue, because this is awesome, I must admit. Now, we're going to find them. First, well, let's just zoom out. All this is part of the mod. So first off, you're going to be finding your production chains. So we have got the Asian takeaway. We then got the cafe. We've also got the fast food diner. We then got the ice cream parlor. We then got the juice bar. We then got the pizzeria. We then got the restaurant, which actually looks like a pub if you come from the UK. And you then got my favourite. Yeah, waffles and donuts. Now, come on, let's face it. Who doesn't love a donut? I must admit. So this row here, that's going to be your end product. We then got the background products, which is going to come down to these production chain facilities. So we've got the creamery factory. We then got the dry productions factory. We then got the liquid production factory. We then need to go across to greenhouses, because we got these here, which are going to be there. So you got your orchard, you then got your super greenhouse, you then got a super mushroom greenhouse. We then move over to some sell points. So it's the production chains, the end production chains, but just as a straight sell point. Right, fair enough. So you got your Asian cafe, well, you got your Asian takeaway, cafe, fast food restaurant, ice cream parlor, was that juice bar, pizzeria, well, it says restaurant, but pub, and then your waffle shop. Well, waffle and donuts. Because look at the state of it. Oh, that's ace. Now, these are not normal productions, because you're going to be, you're putting stuff in, but you're going to be getting paid for it. So it's like your own business, really. So if you got that one there. So we've got chocolate waffles. So you need to put in whole grain flour, sugar, butter, eggs, chocolate and vegetable oil, and obviously the same sort of things works for the others. You've got your custard donuts, glazed ring donuts, orange spicy donut. I'm not sure on that one. A donut's a pudding. It's an after treat when you've eaten all your vegetables. I'm not quite sure about a spicy donut, but okay. You then got your strawberry waffle. Obviously, that's going to be needing strawberries. And all these are going to be the same. So you chuck all your stuff in. You chuck them around the back like that, and then you run your productions, and then you get paid, which is great. So you got your waffles there, but you can also go in and use them as like a little business role play shenanigans. You come around here, you go behind the counter, and you got your menu just there. How customer, what, we sold out? Oh dear. That being said, actually, let's go back into that, right? If we go and put on chocolate waffle. Oh, it does. See, you got the line crossed off there. So look, strawberry waffle got the line crossed off. So if we go and turn the strawberry waffle on, that's going to show you what's running. That's ace. Oh, I do like. I mean, we've got nothing on the go in here, mind you, but that's ace. You look, go turn them off. Look, we turn the chocolate waffle off, turn the strawberry waffle off, and then it puts a cross. That is awesome. I would do like that. A little interactive map for your waffle and donut shenanigans. Now, all these production chains are basically the same. So you got this one. It says restaurant. This is a pub. This is where you go for a pint of beer if I've ever seen it in my life ever. Definitely UK. Look, you've got bar stools there. Coming there for a nice little drink after a hard day in the field. So in here, let's have a little look. What are we doing? Production chain menu. There we are. So we can be doing mushroom stroganoff. You then got onion soup. We've got ploughman's lunch, stuffed peppers, vegetarian lasagna. So you got all these different things. Obviously, there's new things going to be going in. We'll get back to those in a minute. You then got your pizzeria. That's so close to Pizza Hut. Oh, fair enough. Again, you can open up the door. You go in. There's your buffet station. Or do you like a pizza buffet? I must admit. So you go and take a seat. Have a bit of pizza for your tea. That's all right. We go to the production chain menu just there. So we're making cheese pizza, garlic bread, goat cheese and pepper, mozzarella sticks, sour cream and chive dip, and then spicy pizza at the end. Yeah, and we've got a few new things going into there as well. If you didn't fancy doing a little bit of a pizzeria where you can come to the juice bar. So we've got this door that opened up as well. Again, you know, you could make it your own, make it your own business, that sort of thing. Definitely one for the roleplay shenanigans. And then you got your production chain menu there. So you got your apple juice, lemonade, orange juice, root juice. Ooh, not sure on that one. That doesn't sound too tasty at all. Then strawberry and grape juice. That's the last one. Then we come down to here. You got your ice cream parlor. I gotta be in the mood for ice cream, I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna say that there. So come in, pick yourself an ice cream out, have a little sit down if you want. Obviously chuck all your stuff down the side there. Got your production chain menu there, so you can be doing your chocolate, your cookie dough. Oh, cookie dough. Cookie dough for the win. What's the recipe for that? Milk, sugar, wheat only flour, butter, and then chocolate. Cookie dough ice cream. And you've got honeycomb, lemon, raisin, and then strawberry. Oh, cookie dough ice cream, and then have some donuts on the end. Oh, my diabetes is kicking in. Right, we'll carry on. We come over here. You've got fast food restaurant. This one is ace. Look, you open up these doors, you go in, go and order yourself a burger up the top. Is that going to do the same? So we've got coming soon on there. Right, let's go into the old production chain menu. I want to see if they turn off as well. Right, so we'll go corn dog. Yes, it does. Oh, that's ace. We're coming soon because you've run out of product. And then as soon as you turn that facility on, it says it's there, ready to order. That is brilliant. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Love it. Love it indeed. Then we got this one. What's it? This is the cafe. So you can come inside there as well. Open up that door. There we are. So what have we got there? Sandwich, mains and cakes. Is there anything that goes on the board there? Let's have a little look. Let's click on the old production chain menu. So we're going to go for bagel and cream cheese. Yes. Yes, it does. This is awesome. It puts on the menu what you've got running. That is ace. Oh, I do like that. And you got your loading in point just there. And the last one, which is actually the first one that you place down, is the Asian takeaway. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a Chinese. If I'm going to go get a takeaway, if I have the choice, it's going to be Chinese, definitely. Now, if we got a board in here, let's see what we got. Let's click on the old production chain menu. There we are. Oh, a bit closer. That's it. Right, egg fried rice, yes. Special fried rice, yes. Spicy noodle. I'm not one for spicy stuff, mind you, but all right. Spring rolls and tofu dumplings, probably give those a miss, but special fried rice. Yes, have we got anything in here? No, we haven't, but to be fair, that is looking good. That is looking good. I do like the old Red Dragon Chinese takeaway. That is ace. Now, if you haven't got the loading in points at the side, they will be at the back. So obviously, you go put go chuck your stuff in the loading in points. But those are awesome. I mean, when you turn the menu on, when you turn that running part on, and it either takes the cross off or takes the coming soon off, that is brilliant. Or puts it on the old chalkboard in the cafe. That is awesome. I do like that. Now, you may have seen some new products coming in. So first one, we've got the old creamery. So we've got your pallet spawn point just there, loading in point just there, and then your production chain menu just here. So you can be doing a few different things. So you've got your standard dairy shenanigans. You've got your buffalo mozzarella, your buttermilk, cheese, chocolate. We then got cream cheese. So in that one, you're going to be doing milk and lemon. Well, bottled milk and lemon. You then do pasta, which is eggs and flour. You then got mayonnaise, which is eggs, vegetable oil, garlic, and lemon. And then we've got milk bottled, and we've got sour cream on the end, which is milk, butter, and lemons. Now, this is obviously that's the new ones. You got the standard sort of shenanigans on the go there. So we've got here, what we've got? We've got cream cheese. We have then got fresh pasta. We then got mayonnaise, and then we've got sour cream. Now, also, if you've got the liftable pallet mod on, you can lift them up. Oh, this just gets better and better. I mean, you're going to need a bit of space for this one, mind you, but well, that's 4 new things, plus a bit extra, the standard creamery shenanigans on the go. Then come to the dry goods one. So you got your pallet spawn point round the back. You got your loading in point at the front, and then your production chain menu just there. Now, have I got something running? Oh, we have oat flour. There we are. Got a few different things here. So first off, we've got mixed flour. So you could be putting wheat, barley, oats, and sorghum in. It's all going to come out as flour anyway, but if you've got a little bit of everything, you know, chuck it all together. Same with the sugar, which is all right. You got sugar beet and sugar cane, both going in together. We then got oat flour on its own. We then come down, we've got wheat flour on its own, and then whole grain flour. So wheat, oats, and barley all together in one flour recipe. Then we come around the back, and here we are. Oh look, I've got a ton of oat flour. Right, let's just stack those up like that. There we are. So you got your oat flour there. We've got that one there. So that's wheat, and that's your whole grain flour just there. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. We then come to the liquids one. So you got your loading in point just there. Come around this side, and we've got our pallet spawn point at the front. We've got production chain menu here. It's going to be doing a few different things. You've got your normal, you've got your canola, your olive oil, your rice oil, and your sunflower oil. But obviously we've got these as well. So barley malt extract, so barley and water. We then got the glucose syrup, which is corn and water. And on the end, which I've still got running, the vegetable oil is soybeans, sunflowers, canola, olives, and corn. And again, like everything else, you can pick them up, which is makes transportation a little easier. So obviously all the stuff that's going to be needed in these facilities here are either going to be done by your base farming shenanigans, by your base factories, or one of these, so that you know you're not going to be lost on anything. We have got a couple of extras, so the greenhouses on the end. So these are going to be taking manure, seeds. Some take seeds, some take fertilizer, and some take, well, they all take water, to be fair. So this one is going to be doing your lemons and your apples, and then also your oranges. So if you need any one of those, you're going to need a green, well, you can need the orchard anyway. So you come to the production chain menu here. There you are. So you've got your apples. You can do grapes as well, which is always easy. They're going to come out on a pallet. You've got your lemons, your olives, and then your oranges as well. Now, if we turn this on, the trees pop up. So the trees are saying that it's running. If it's not got any trees on, you've run out of something, which is all right indeed. Then we'll come over here. We've got the more of a traditional greenhouse. So you've got your manure, seeds, and fertilizer in there. You've got your water in that point. Then you've got your production chain menu in here. There we are. So this is going to be, there we are, that's better. Do your chili peppers, you do chives, cucumbers, normal stuff, and then some onions and red peppers at the end, which is what we've got here. There we are. So what we've got there. So that's onions. We then got your chives. We've got your red peppers, and then we've got your cucumbers on the end. And again, there we are. Quite sure what that bit there's for. Allows pallet spawn. You can turn the pallet spawn off. Oh, I like that. That is all right. And then around here is going to be where you're putting in your rice pallet seat. No, tell a lie, that's taking out one, isn't it? It's where you're taking your rice out. No pipe there, mind you, but all right, fair enough. And over here, it's going to be, right, it's a mushroom greenhouse. Let's face it, you chuck your seeds in, you chuck your manure in, and then you water around the back. Obviously, you're going to be making some mushrooms in there. As you can imagine, standard mushroom shenanigans, or with a bit of manure or seeds. Fair enough on that one. And then the back row. The back row is basically the same as the front row, as in their production facilities. But they are just sell points. So you come in there like that. Obviously, you've got the same thing on the go. I mean, all these they're all ready to go. The menus are ready because you're not producing anything in that sense. And then you're just going to sell your stuff into that area and you get paid straight away. So if you go for one of the other ones, I'd say go for one of these at the front. They are awesome. They're just the way that they cross it off, or they uncross it, or they take a coming soon, or you know, it shows what's being done on that menu. That is brilliant. I think that is absolutely it. Look, we've got all four there. They're currently turned off. We're going to go into the old production chain menu. We're going to go turn them on. There we are. And we've got no stuff in here, mind you, but as soon as you turn them on, they're there on the menu, ready to go. This has got to be one of the best ones, I reckon, for production chain. Look, you may need to uninstall some other ones, but potentially it could be well worth it. I like it that much. Now, let's just say you've put your Waffle House down, because obviously that's the best one in this pack, and you haven't got all the stuff, or you don't want to be going through the whole shenanigans of getting all the other production chains out. You just want to run your waffle and donut shop. Well, they've also got you covered with this, because under containers, they have got the wholesale buy point. Fair enough. So if you don't want to go for the shenanigans of making everything, just come and buy it, because why not? I mean, what are we talking about? So what are we going to go for? We're going to go for, you know, we'll go for strawberry waffle. Why not? So we need whole grain, sugar, butter, eggs, strawberry, and vegetable oil. So come over there. There we go. So we want, what was it? We need vegetable oil. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. What else do we need? Did we need? Forgotten what we need now. So, whole grain flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and flour. Is that all we need? No, that's the top one. We don't want that one. So we want whole grain flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and strawberries. Right, okay. Okay, let's go. Whole grain flour. Yeah, we need one of those. Yes. Okay, we're gonna... Well, do we need the strawberries? Oh, there's so much to this pack. Oh, it's dear, oh dear. So, actually, you can't buy everything. Not from here. Interesting. So, you got your extras. So, the stuff that you are going to need to produce in this factory, well, produce for this factory, you are going to need to either... The stuff that's made by this pack, we'll put it that way, you can then buy extra and then chuck them in like that. And then, to be fair, you could just go into the old container thing and put one of these down. Yeah, like that. So where's the... we want to go for that one. That's it. So we go about there. There we are. Place that down. So now we can get the rest. So what else do we need? Let's have a little look. Oh, there's so much to this recipe. So we've got the whole grain flour. We got the vegetable oil. So we need sugar, butter, eggs, and strawberries. Right, so if we come over here like that, there we are. So sugar, butter, eggs, and strawberries. Right, come on. Eggs. Right, we'll have one of those. Yes, thank you very much. Sugar, butter, and strawberry we need. Now then, okay. So butter, there's one. We then need sugar, there's one, and then we want a strawberry to finish it off. Right, come on, where are you going? Where's your strawberry? There we are. So once you got all that stuff, so you can use this facility, you can use the one that comes with this pack, you can just buy the stuff. You don't have to go and make it, and then you just chuck it into the back of it like that. There we are. So chuck the sugar in as well, like that one. That's it. And then we'll chuck the eggs and the butter in as well. Boom. And then last one, was it the eggs? We'll chuck the eggs in, and then we can just go into the production chain menu. We'll then turn the strawberries on, and we're making some strawberry waffles. Oh, that's ace. So just come through there. You know, we'll have a look on that board again. So strawberry waffles, that's all we got today. We're not making anything else. It's just strawberry waffle day. Oh, that is a brilliant pack. Well, quite a few updates as well. It's got the MacDon Plateau by LS Roden Design. There's no mention of a new save on that one, so that's all right. We've also got American Midwest Man Cave by ICAS. We've got the Small Hall by ICAS. The Barmouth Cowshed by Leo. American Workshop by ICAS. Two-wheel trailer by Puzzcap. The Fleagle Semi-Trailer by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. the Krone Emsland by Bayern Gamers, the John Deere 8R 2016-2018 US Series by JHHG Modding, the John Deere 8R 2009-2011 Series by JHHG Modding, the DFM RT3000 by ADOB Modding ABP Team, the John Deere S700 Series Combines by Custom Modding, the Bale Storage by Castor DS Agri Service, the Small Compost Production by Weekend Farmers, the Shop with Storage by ICAS, the Shed with Office by Patty and ICAS, the Jens Hem 583 by Mitchie, the Case IH 2160 Early Riser Planter Series by Custom Modding, the Container for Suction Excavator System by Unstoppable, the Agco Swather Pack by BC Bueller 80 Farms Green Acres Modding, the Logistics Distribution Centre by Anthix, and the Universal Large Greenhouse by Anthix.